What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the PokeMMO Yap Sesh, episode 8. This week we have on Barrelz. What's going on, dude?
Hello, it's me.
How's it
Hello,
going?
hello. We something. We doing good.
Yeah,
I'm doing good.
I'm hoping that I always record myself hunting, and I assume that the other person is hunting as well when I'm recording the podcast. So I'm hoping that
Mhm.
one day somebody will hit on the podcast. I feel like that would be just like such a sick moment.
Yeah, we should get working.
Yeah, I already hit today. I hit a goal bat today, so I'm
Oh,
already
really? Was
yeah
it on stream?
yeah I was live for it. I got
Then
that's
that's like three.
Yeah, it's 3 in 2
So,
days.
yeah,
Yeah, I got super
that's
lucky.
crazy. But is it a phase though? Like
Yeah,
Golbat should be a phase.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going for, Bagon. It's my last dragon that I need. So, I've phased here 3 times now. I got 2 Lunatones and a Golbat.
Out, bro.
Yeah.
Isn't Golbat like 30%, 20%?
I can actually check my spreadsheet right now. I have I don't it's not exact numbers because whatever, but I have just what I've experienced. Golbat's like 25%.
Yeah,
So,
that's rough though.
yeah. So I
Well, it well to me it's better than Lunaton.
yeah, yeah. It's better than
Well,
Lunatone and Solrock too. I would have taken a Solrock too just because I don't have one yet, but I'm
yeah.
definitely happy
To
with
be
the
to be honest, Thorrock is like a bit underrated. A bit. It's like red and yellow. I like the colors,
Yeah, it is actually a good shiny. It's just you almost never want to get like a horde shiny when you're singling. That's just like the biggest problem.
especially 1 million. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not worth shit because it's not even like breedable or anything like that.
Yeah, I
So
really I really wish they should. I don't know, like make something like a variant of it or
yeah, yeah, give it like
like
a
red.
different form in like a future game.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'd be nice, or
like
or an evolution.
yeah. Dude, imagine like a blue soul rock. That would
Yeah, it'd be cool
break.
too. Yeah,
Uh,
I know.
but hmm?
Go ahead.
Uh, I think they don't do that because of copyright because it's not their sprites.
Oh,
Like they
okay, yeah,
use.
yeah. Oh, you meant just like adding another like PokeMMO, adding like a different shiny variant to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like we the players can do it with mods, but they can't. The devs can't make it. They can't distribute it. Does not make sense.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think they could do anything really to like super change the game, like for the same reason that they can't even have the Gen 5 sprites in game, just because they're not available in like the ROM code or whatever.
yeah. So what were you gonna?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask about like your content creation, because I know like I've watched most of your videos and a lot of it is just like recaps or like kind of like meme shiny reactions and stuff like that. Have you done anything before PokeMMO, or was PokeMMO your first step into content creation?
I did a lot actually. I did
Okay,
for League, for TFT. I worked for. I wor I I worked as an editor for other creators.
okay,
I even like I think once I made a video for Trick 2G, if you know him.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's an
League
EU league player, right? Like pro.
no, he's an A.
Okay, yeah, I don't know much about league, but
Uh,
take a look now. Trick 2G.
well, well, it's a shit game, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm lucky that I've never league has never really got me by the balls like that. 'Cause I know a lot of people that have played it a shitload, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that I avoided that.
This is the the Pat rant. He always rants about League, and now we're doing it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess. Pat played a lot of League too at one point, but I think mostly he just played. I know he played a lot of old school RuneScape, a lot of Overwatch, and then PokeMMO. It's been like his recent thing.
Mm. I played League for like 10 years. Then I quit this year. I quit this year, exactly.
Well, congratulations on beating one of the worst addictions known to man.
Thank you, thank you. And now I'm playing PokeMMO, so it's like another
Yeah,
addiction.
100%, but a little bit less toxic. Thank God for
Yeah,
that.
of course. Speaking of toxic, before I started shiny hunting, I was an OU PvP, right?
Okay.
And it was the most vile experience of PokeMMO ever. Like the toxic spam, the Chelsea spam, every game was like, okay, this is not fun.
Yeah, I know. Like even just seeing a lot of it on Pokemon Showdown, you can see that like some of the toxicity just like for Pokemon PvP is insane for like what's just like a children's game.
It's just not fun. Like maybe like randoms is fun, like NU maybe or doubles, but nobody likes or you.
Yeah, I played
No,
NU a little bit and like it was just so much like stall and I was like, ah no, like PvP just isn't for me because like so many people would just like want it more because they play stall and shit like that.
yeah. I'm like the how do you say? I'm like the edgy person where like I like the Pokemon that do like damage or fight or something like. I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
like the walls and
Yeah, you
like
like being like having like a hyper aggressive like offensive Pokemon and shit like that.
yeah. I used to run a Onkelder team. Onkelder was so much fun to play, but it's just 10 season whatever. Like it was like money zone Chansey every single game.
Yeah, I forget what the big walls were when I was playing, but yeah, like even when I first started playing, it was before they put Quagsire up to UU, and like Quagsire was just a huge wall, and then like Slowbro and just shit like that. It was just so unbearable to play against sometimes.
Yeah, I'm glad that tiny hunting exists.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
mean
much.
it's it's way like it's more of a grind, I would say, but it's much more relaxing. Especially like I don't know if you're like an older guy, but um now I'm getting older, so I kind of like just chilling when I'm playing games now more than like sweating my balls off.
Same, same. I like to play sometimes some competitive, like maybe like something like a shooter or Overwatch or something, but
Yeah.
not to the point of, like 10 games a day or something.
Yeah, I used to play Call of Duty competitively like way back like that. This is probably like we're talking about like 10, 15 years ago now, but
Yeah, yeah, sorry. You're like you're like exactly like Petrowski. He used to play Call of Duty and then he went to RuneScape, then PokeMMO, just like
yeah, we have like fairly similar paths. Well, I mean me and Pat actually met in RuneScape.
that's
Like
crazy.
yeah, so that was before he even started streaming PokeMMO. Me and Pat met on old school RuneScape when he came into one of my buddies who was streaming RuneScape at the time. He came into his chat, and then we just kind of like met through that.
That's so like I like that, to be honest.
Yeah, it's actually
I
crazy that
like
me and
that.
Pat like just kind of we both kind of like had our own paths, but they're very similar.
Uh, I have this kind of habit with like Matt, where like we met in PokeMMO, right?
Yeah.
And we just happened to be playing the exact same version of WoW at the time. Like it was so crazy. We like I was talking about like going AFK, right? Because Wrath of the Lich King Classic came out,
Yeah.
and then Matt was like, "Hey, I play Wrath too." I was like, "Okay," and then now we are playing one together.
Oh, you guys are playing like you guys are in the same guild and stuff like that now.
Not well, he's on my friend. My
Okay.
guild is well right now is playing. We're playing official E10.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
It's so
um,
crazy. Like you just meet a person from another game who just happens to play another game. Like
there's like a bunch of stuff like that. I remember there's like something I seen on like Twitter or something like that, and it was like this one girl took like a selfie near like a tourist spot and found her like her future husband was like in that selfie.
that's crazy.
And then like he took a selfie and like she was in his selfie in the background and they never met each
Mhm.
other. And then like a bunch of years later, like they met each other and they both like seen each other in the selfies. I'm like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, the world it can be small.
Yeah. Especially when we play like niche games like this, for example, like the people that you're playing like PokeMMO with, if you play like
Uh,
another niche game like this, you're bound to run into each other just because of how niche the communities are.
there is another incident like this where I was still playing League at the time, right? And I just happened to meet to play against someone from Team Mister. Like, what are the odds, bro?
Oh, that actually reminds me of one too. One of my big friend groups that I have now, I was playing Smite with, and I randomly queued into just like a 3v3 mode, and
Yeah.
I matched with two of like a mutual friend's other friends, and they messaged me. They're like, "Hey, like, do you know Andy? Like, like, I feel like I recognize your name from somewhere." And then like,
Mm.
we just like ended up talking after that, and like now they're like one of my main friend groups that I talk to all the time. So like I just randomly joined into a game solo queuing one time, met two people that know me from somewhere else, and like we just like have become like good friends since then.
I really like that.
Yeah.
It's like coincidences, but like like fate or
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely super cool.
so what are you hunting right now?
Right
What?
now I'm hunting Bagon. It's my last one. I've been working on this for probably a year now on trying to get every shiny dragon in PokeMMO.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me check. I started August 26th, 2023 was my first dragon that I got. I've been
Right.
slowly working on this video for the year. I've wanted to like have a video where I catch all of the shiny dragons in one video, and I didn't expect it to take this long, but here we are.
Uh, never have faith in PokeMMO.
Yeah. I know there's like a couple videos that I want to make, but it's just like all luck. I want to be like one of the first people to have like a recorded reaction to hitting two shinies in one horde. I know it's like super rare, and it's like I think it's probably only happened like 3 times that we know of. But having
Yep.
something like that would be so sick.
Uh, I saw one. I think it was Ariados,
Yeah, I think
double
that's one
area.
I've seen. Yeah.
That I think that was the only English speaking recorded video of it.
Oh, there was a video of it. I didn't know that. I thought there was just
Yeah,
a screenshot.
yeah. I can link you. I think
Yeah, definitely like
it's
that. I haven't seen the video. I just seen the screenshot. And then
the only. Sorry.
the other recorded video I want to get, which is also going to be like extremely rare and like possibly will never happen, is I want to have a shiny legendary like fully recorded. So
Yeah,
after this, after like my current goals are done, I'm going to be shunting the legendaries every month just to like give myself that small chance of it happening.
that's crazy. Good luck.
Yeah, I've
That's
like
what's missing.
I don't know if you've seen like our team decks too. And I know the legendaries. If we could get all the legendaries in one team, I feel like it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I,
Wait. You have a legendary, shiny
no,
legendary.
I don't, but there's a couple
I
people like I know I could. I'm hoping one day I can get the Suicune, one of the Suicune boys, to join the team. Because okay, actually, I see this now.
Yo, that doesn't count though. I'm just
Oh yeah, I didn't know that there was
yeah.
a video of it.
Well, and Rumel is the one who recorded it.
Oh,
It's
okay,
like
yeah, yeah.
game. Double shiny area those.
That that
Holy shit.
that's so crazy. I mean, like, those are just, like, some of the moments that you can have in PokeMMO that just, like, fill you with, like, just such insane dopamine.
And what I like about this incident is like before it happens, you only hear about it, and you only see like weird, like low resolution screenshots,
Mhm.
Chinese screenshots. You're like, is this fake? Is this real? But then people tell you it's real, and then you know, and then you see this video, and like, okay, bro, it's real.
Yeah, I've
This
recently
thing.
started going down the Chinese rabbit hole a little bit, like, just because John Lucky reached out to me on YouTube one day, so, like, I've been talking to him a bit since then, and,
Oh.
watching, like, his streams on Bilibili and stuff like that, so it's been pretty cool to see, like, the Chinese side of this game and how fucking insane it is.
John Lucky he's social. He talks in English too.
Yeah, yeah, his English actually isn't, like, but, like, it's pretty good, especially through text. I've never heard him, like, try and speak English, but I'd
He do,
imagine
he
it's not
do,
that bad.
I don't think he talks.
Yeah. I
I
seen
have
him.
him I have him on friend list.
Yeah,
I
yeah, me
saw
too. Yeah, he gave me, like, 50 mil one night when he was drinking, and I was just like, "Bro,
him.
but I
But
imagine 50 mil is nothing to a guy like him.
yeah, he's a rich man.
Yeah. He's a pretty nice dude, like, from what I've heard and, like, everybody else's experience with him, like, he just seems like
Uh,
a cool guy.
he popped once to pet stream, I think.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Yeah, I see
But
him popping around with the Shalfa, starters every once in a while just to flex on, English streams. His
uh,
collection is insane. I don't know if you've seen, like, all of his, like, 5x31 Pump Kid, shiny starters, but his collection is completely insane.
I saw them. I saw them.
Yeah.
I think I first heard about him like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah,
Like
my
after, wasn't he like the first ever Shalfa? Not Venusaur. I don't think it was Venusaur. I
yeah, he
think
could have been
Blastoise.
the first. I know there's not too many people grinding that type of shit, so it's possible that he was first.
Dude, it's crazy how much money sink is that, bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's
we have
crazy to think
like
how much money is in the game that, like, so many players will just, like, not even ever really know about, like, being an option. Like, when I first found out about, like, how expensive, like, the flaming skulls were, I was like, "Oh, that's, like, actually insane," especially if you convert it to, like, real money and shit like that, and I'm like, "Oh, that's, like" the amount is so crazy.
uh, to be honest, I think the problem in this game is like the amount of money you can get from the base game playing it. Like you c- like what can you do? Like 1 million per day or something? Like maybe without sniping, right?
Yeah, and, like, without, like, multiple accounts, but, like, one account, it's not much.
It's literally not possible to reach for like let's say you want to get for example, Knight's helmet, which is like 6 billion.
Yeah.
That's literally impossible
For,
if
like
you don't swipe.
yeah. And even if you
If
do
you
swipe, that's still, like, a shitload of money.
yeah, like what?
I've been telling people anybody that's ever asked me, like, what the best money makers are, like, for me to, like, give them tips to, like, make money, I say, "Well, 1, if you have a job, work an extra hour of overtime and swipe." And, just use that money that you get from work because it's so like, the time investment needed to, like, make money in this game like, if you don't already have money, is so hard. The best way is obviously, like, just investing and stuff and just, like, waiting and letting it go up. But, like, to get that starter cash, it's just, like, the right answer is just to swipe
Yeah,
or
I
have
mean,
multiple accounts. I know, like, I have a couple of
or
friends that have, like, 4 Ditto alts going at the same time, but
yeah, that's still crazy though. Like 4 accounts, like,
Yeah,
bro, like,
especially in
you
a
feel
game where you can't like multi-box. Like you can't
yeah,
like you if you can't play on multiple accounts on one system at a time. I like having like 4 different phones just to play PokeMMO is kind of crazy, but
that's that's also expensive, no? Like, 4
Mhm.
phones, a laptop, like, okay. The problem is in the base game's ability to give you money. Like,
Yeah, I don't there's like a couple there's a couple things that they could do, right? They could introduce something that makes more money or like if any of the money makers were like even a little bit more enjoyable, people would hate doing them less.
yeah, yeah.
Or they need like this one would piss a lot of people off, and it's not the right answer, but it is like an answer is just to like re-release some of the vanities that are expensive as fuck, which I know a lot of people would not like that at all.
Yeah.
Understandably
You
so.
you remember that meme where like there is a guy standing on the road and then like it branches out to
Yeah,
hell and then heaven?
yeah,
PokeMMO money making is like the same meme, but it branches out to like 3 hells.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I am not a huge fan of money making in this game. Like most of the every time I've made money in this game, it's come from swiping.
It's insane. Like sniping is good, don't get me wrong, but at least in my opinion, sitting like in front of the GTL and just refreshing is not like it's not the game.
Yeah,
Like it is fun. It is fun. You can make like good snipes. You can make like 1 mil profit, 2 mil profit, 500K. But it's you feel bad, right? Like you're not playing the game to get money.
yeah,
You're just like pressing space or I don't know. It's cool, but it's not like imagine if you did like for example a raid, right? And then you get like 1 mil worth of rewards.
yeah.
Like which
That's what I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping raids are like decent money at least, so that there's a reason for people to do them. Besides just
uh,
like fun. I like. I don't even care what the like. They have to be better than alphas, or they have to be like more consistent than alphas, where you can just like do them whenever you want. I'm hoping raids are just like perma open, and you can just kind of do raids whenever you want, rather than them being on a timer. But I have a feeling that they're going to be on a timer.
yeah, I think so too.
Which sucks that you won't be able to like farm raids as like a money maker. But I'm
Mm,
excited to see what they do with it. I'm interested to see what the options are, and I'm happy that we have PokeForce now that's going to start pushing PokeMMO
yeah.
to do better
That's
and
the
work harder.
mm, that's the only reason I was happy for PokeForce to come out. Like it's like a wake up call. Like come on, like these people just did that. Why can't you do that?
Exactly.
The,
There's so many things that like I feel like PokeMMO players have been asking for a long time from PokeMMO, and PokeForce like already had them in the like just in like a pre-alpha. So like we know it's possible. We know it doesn't really take that much time. So
yeah,
but
yeah.
I got to try and stay
Uh,
off the dev's bad side though, so I can get the shiny bag on.
you know what I am scared of?
What's
I
that?
th- I'm scared of like the raids releasing with Halloween,
Yeah,
right? And so we don't get pumpkin. And I
yeah.
think pumpkin is really good for money, and we're just gonna get fucked, especially after war.
I'm okay with if they make Pump King like instead of like releasing raids and not having Pump King, I think I'd be okay with Pump King just being like a raid this year. Like
Yeah, that would
it's the same like efficiency of like money making and stuff like that, but instead of just going in with one person, you can go in with four.
yeah, that would be cool. That would be really
I think that would
cool.
be like a perfect way for them to test out raids again.
Like they they turn Pumpkin into the raid boss for the exact feature
Yeah,
they release, and we just like go in groups of four. But that's the issue with PokeMMO. It's like if you're not in a team, you're not gonna find people.
yeah.
It's
And
gonna be
I'm
hard.
hoping with raids they're gonna add like a queue system too, like where say me, you, and like somebody else, like we'll just use Pat as an example. Like me, you, and Pat are looking to do a raid, but we can't find a fourth. I hope we could just like join together as three and just give us a fourth random teammate.
Yeah, they did that though. No, no,
I don't
they
think so.
did
I
it.
don't. I don't think you could join as a group of less than four. You could either only join solo or with four. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
yeah. So I
There
think
was
like if they
like
introduce it where like say me and you like are just like we really want to do the raid together because we'll increase our chances of like doing it better. If we go in with two of us instead of both of us going solo.
yeah,
But we can't
uh,
find another two people. Just give us another two like randoms at least.
just like but that's the issue though. If you do this, you're gonna find like stupid people, like
Hmm.
the ones who run lightning rod Pikachu against Ampharos.
Yeah.
That was a troll though. That was a giant troll.
Yeah.
I even I even made a meme about it, I think, in
Yeah.
one of the videos. Lightning or Pikachu.
I'm another thing that I'm hoping that they do is if they introduce like a normal version of like the raids and then like a hard mode of the raids, I hope to queue into the hard mode raids you have to have beaten like normal raids before or something like that so that there's like some kind of barrier to entry for the hard mode raid
Yeah.
so that like at least when you queue up into a hard mode raid at least you know you're queuing with other people that have at least beaten the normal raid before.
This is giving me like wow PTSD.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true, right? Like
That's,
with like
you know,
mythic
like
dungeons and stuff like that.
like you wanna join the raid and you have to link the achievement. It's like I did it, I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah. I guess that's true, but I don't know if there's really like any other way around it to like filter out people that like are decent at the game.
Yeah. We need like we need quests in this game. We need achievements. Like
Yeah.
we need more like imagine if you got like let's say like maybe like a Pikachu vanity for getting like a shiny Pikachu. Like
Hmm.
imagine what a wild concept, bro.
Yeah, I think
So
there's so much like
hmm,
untapped potential in this game that like we could get out of it. Because right now the only goals that people have in these games are goals that you're setting for yourself. Where like I'm not if there's like achievements or like little like even like daily missions or something like that that like could get people to go out and like choose to do something rather than just like having to find their own goals and make their own goals. I feel like we'd have like a lot more people would get less burnt out outside of event season if there was like
yeah.
something for people to go for.
Can you imagine we just did like 7 months of shiny hunting, like just shiny hunting, this like since the Lunar New Year
Hmm.
ended. It was just shiny hunting. We got nothing except for another shiny event.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like the Shiny Wars was kind of like a nice for something in like the dead zone of PokeMMO, but it was also a lot, and it's what most people were doing anyway. So I don't know. Like I love the Shiny Wars, and like I'm glad that they happened because it's something. But I feel like
Hmm?
if the game just had like something extra to motivate us, would be a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Not for
Uh,
me personally, because like I can motivate myself and like I can shiny hunt like all day, every day, and it doesn't really bother me. But for the game's like player retention, because I'm sure the game's player retention just flies down so much outside of event season.
yeah. Like for me personally, I just hope they fix the economy.
Mhm.
Like it's so stupid. Like so, the vanity's being like 15 bill worth. You know, like they are. I noticed recently. We talked about it in our team. It's like the vanities are dropping. The most expensive ones, like the Q, the Desus, and
Mhm.
they are dropping because people realize that like nobody has the money to buy them. Like imagine if you put like something for like 5 billion, it just stays there for like 2 months. Like who's gonna buy it, bro?
Yeah, and especially because like the max money stack in the game is what I think somebody told me it was like 2.1 bill or something like that.
Yeah,
So like we're selling stuff for higher than max cash tag, and like players will
and
like will never have that much liquid.
And PokeMMO is like having so many new players. Like, how is the new player going to have like? So he sees a Q, right? He
Yeah,
sees a Desu. He says that like he wants that, and then people tell him like it's literally impossible for him to get it.
yeah, and it's just like oh
That
well,
kind.
yeah,
I like unobtainable items, like for example the corrupted Icebreaker, right?
yeah,
But the thing is, the Desu is still obtainable. That's the thing. The corrupted Ashbringer was like you could not trade it, right? So it wasn't like you could pass it like to the other players.
yeah,
And so people who just leave the game, then the item is just dead, right? It's just gone. That is a bit different from like being tradable.
yeah. I think like
I hope you.
and
Go
like
ahead.
there's some like untradeable item. Like I mean, for example, the shiny Charizard wings. Like I'm okay with unobtainable vanities as well, as long as they're not legacy um vanities. It's just like you have to earn them instead of like buy them by like winning an event.
Yeah,
And same with the team tournament trophies, like stuff like that.
yeah. It's like you have them on the on the shelf and you just see them, but you're like, I'll never be able to buy it.
Yeah.
Are you like realistically going to farm like 10 billion just to buy that
Yeah.
when you can do other stuff with the 10 billion? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, you could spend 10 bill on one vanity, or you could spend 10 bill on like hunting every single rare in this game.
Yeah, like, bro, like, okay. And so because of that, I think they are dropping the prices. Like people realized like nobody's gonna buy them at that price.
Yeah, I hope that like continues then too. I hope like some of the prices go down. I think like even like some vanities being like 2 bill is still to me that's fine. That's not like too much.
A good example is like the site, right?
Mhm.
The site is like it's like 2015 vanity. It's really old. It's like 9 years, right?
Yeah, almost 10.
But it's like I think it is 500.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
would say.
it's around 500 mil or 500
Uh,
mil.
yeah, 500. And you see a lot of people with it. It's expensive, but people like
And
they
it's
can
it's
buy it.
it's an achievable goal too, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
like
I
500
think
mil, that's probably like for most people like a year of grinding with like including events and stuff like that. So like if you grind the events and then grind for the rest of the year, you could probably have a scythe by the end of the year.
yeah. I think vanities should be like max, like at max 1 billion.
Yeah.
Like the 500 mil vanities, they will sell. They will sell like crazy. Like the other what is it called? Fuck.
I'm not sure. I'm not really too up to date on the vanities. I know like a few of them, but that's it.
The red skull, Red
Oh,
Reaper.
Red Reaper.
Like the Red Reaper is like 100 mil, right? It's still a lot, but everyone has it. Like a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of people,
yeah, yeah. It's like 100 mil. I'm seeing
and
right
and
now.
a lot of new people have it. Like it's not like they play since 2018 or something.
Yeah, 100 mil is super achievable. Like for most players.
Yeah, those are the popular vanities.
Yeah, Red Reaper and Scythe seems like that's how you know somebody's like a grinder, but they haven't been on the game since 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, if you play like you have like five ults, you play every day, like you check alphas, you do gem runs, you can do that for like a month and your max will be like what, 200 mil maybe?
yeah, that sounds about right.
Like,
And if you're playing like 8 hours a day, but like
and
the best way to do it is just spend your time at work and then swipe in the game, like spend real money. It's crazy um how much like your time investment is just like spent better not playing PokeMMO for money making.
I think it's the inflation of the game.
Hmm.
It's like everything is so expensive, like yeah,
I think the game needs some kind of like yen sync
yeah, yeah.
where there's
They
just like
did.
less yen in the game, and
They tried to with the prismatic pearl.
yeah,
The prism, yeah,
yeah. There's like the problem with it is like some of the like items that are like so expensive in the game just like aren't worth it. Like legendary lures, for example, like they're so expensive, but like nobody in their right mind should be using them because like they're just so bad.
yeah, and the
Uh,
mysterious cherish balls and whatnot.
yeah, I feel like
I think th-
that's made so many people money.
I think the best money sink in the game right now is the Shalfas. The Shalfas eat up your money, bro.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are doing like pump kids too, like particle breeding. I find that's a
There
pretty
is
decent gold thing too.
there is a player in my team right now. His name is Hammer, and he has put like an unrealistic amount of money to the Shalfa hunt he is doing
Yeah,
right now, and he hasn't got it. And I don't want to say how much he spent.
yeah.
It's crazy. It's literally crazy.
I know. Wars has probably been a fairly decent yen sync too, which is nice.
Yeah,
And
I think. Sorry.
I
Sorry.
think another like the devs wouldn't like to hear it, I guess, because it makes them money. But I think being able to buy money would bring the economy down like crazy too.
Yeah, I think a good balance would be like, I don't know, maybe like buff a little bit, like base game money making.
Hmm.
They nerfed, by the way, they nerfed a lot of like farms. They nerfed the. When did you start playing Manor?
My relationship with PokeMMO is a little complicated. I did start playing in 2012, and then I stopped playing until like 2020, and then I stopped playing again until like 2023. But like recently, I've been like the me really playing this game. I started in 2023.
I So you remember the Baton Pass thread?
No, no, I don't.
I think it was the Elite Four thread. Dude, everyone was doing it. Everyone was doing it.
Was it just
And then
like boosting your Pokemon and then baton passing out?
it was like easy like Elite Four strat. Like
Okay,
you got a lot of money. I think they nerfed it in like 2021.
okay,
They nerfed they nerfed so many farms without like giving some sort of replacement. Like imagine there is a farm where you could get like 500k an hour,
yeah.
right? But it's not a gym run, it's like
You could
consistent
do it
like
whenever
farm.
you want. Yeah,
You can do it like for 10 hours and they would remove it, like,
Yeah, and then all that
right?
money's still in the game, but the ability to earn it anymore is gone.
Yeah, that's what they did. And
Yeah,
they nerfed the Horde Payday. The Horde Payday was like you could get like 300 yen per month per Horde. It's like what? It's like
yeah,
1,500.
yeah, and then you could do that. You could do a bunch of that an hour.
And you could just spam payday, payday, paydays like crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely like I don't want to say that it's malicious, but the fact that like you could spend money so much, like spend real money and like fast track your account so much easier is kind of like a bit of a problem. Like you can make the game fairly pay to win for yourself, even though like
Yeah,
PokeMMO is not pay to win. Like I'm not going to say that, but the pay for convenience is like it outweighs it so much, especially in countries where the dollar is strong.
yeah,
Like for example, like me working is 6.6 or what? Yeah, it's probably like 7 mil an hour, like working
yeah,
at my job. Where or I could spend on PokeMMO, I could spend an hour and make 450K at best.
yep.
So
That
it's like,
yeah,
well, I could swipe what I make in an hour at work and come out with 7 mil, or I can grind on PokeMMO and hate my life for an hour and make 500K at best. And it's like, it just doesn't make sense to like to do that.
yeah.
So the devs are going to be fortunately taking in my cash.
I'm not sure if you are you playing the War with it right now?
The war.
New the new WoW expansion.
Oh no, I my only experience with WoW was just I played Season of Discovery.
Oh, okay. So like WoW has like like every time you level like an all to max level, right? A character to max level, you get like a buff, like an experience buff. And WoW is like reliant on characters, right?
Hmm.
And so by nature in the game, each character is able to get like 10k gold. 10k gold is like equal to like 300k in PokeMMO,
Okay.
right? So you just get that by doing like the weekly like quests or something. The PvE like you just do them like you don't have to go out of your way to do it. It just happens, right?
Yeah.
And so you get that amount, and then you log in on your second character, and then you do it again. And then you log into. So the game itself already like offers so much like gold from just playing the game without really like interacting with other players. And that's what I think PokeMMO lacks. Like gym running is not it's not a good money maker.
No, I don't think so either. I don't think it's.
Mm.
I don't think you get enough from it. Um,
Yeah,
I would be okay with gym running becoming more complicated and
yeah.
giving more money. Because right now, gym running is brainless for like 90% of people. And like if I can gym run successfully, I'm pretty sure like anybody can because I'm not. I'm a fairly lazy player. So if
I I don't think it's fun. Like like after doing it for like 10 times a row, you realize it's like so like bland or something
yeah,
like you're just spamming the same ones, the same thread, the same buttons. You're just running the same route, the same. Whereas in other MMOs, like well, for example, you're not always doing the same thing. Like each week, like like the map changes,
hmm,
like the quests they change, and so your ways of making money are not always the same.
Yeah, I think that's
Uh,
that's the biggest thing. Like I play like I don't really play WoW too much, but I play old school RuneScape, and for the most part, um, I think there needs to be more money makers in the game that are more difficult to do.
yeah, I
So
like that.
so that there's like a degree of difficulty. So like yeah, if you want to make like kind of shitty money, but like kind of have your brain off, you can do this. But if you really want to like focus in and do something difficult, like even like a puzzle or something, and then you get like a boss at the end that you have to beat. Like if like say for example, instead of like you just go to the top of Mount Silver to fight Red, there's like a puzzle to get to Red and shit like that, and then instead of
Yeah.
Red, it could be like other characters that you have to fight, or it's just like different teams that are harder every time that are like a certain difficulty depending on
How
like
much?
what you chose, and then you get more money based on like the difficulty. Just like something that adds some variance into the money makers in this game.
How much does Red give? Like
Uh,
the month?
I'm not even sure. I think it's not very much. I think the first red fight is like kind of worth it to do, but the other ones not so
Why
much.
though? But
Why?
why though?
Why doesn't he give a lot? I'm
What
not sure. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
what's the point? Like you're just farming that team you spent like 2 million on, and then you have to learn the strats, and then you have to learn for the alternative like bonds, all that for like 200K, like a reward.
Yeah, I think it's actually really low. It is fast. Like the battle is fast because it's just one battle, but yeah, it's super fucking low.
Like you just spend that 200K on the like 100 repels or something.
Hmm.
Okay, and this is the thing, like the
And
every like
go ahead, sorry.
sorry, the game is reliant on the money for you to play the game. Like you for like to shot, you need the money.
Yep.
Like money is the gameplay here, and it's really like so stupidly good.
I mean, like even if you wanted to do an egg hunt on average, which like a lot of people do, right? Because like a lot of the cool starters that everybody likes are locked behind egg hunting. If you wanted to do one of that, it's 100 mil on average. And how long would it
Y-
take you to earn that 100 mil? Like if you only did gym runs and got 500K an hour, um, let me open up my calculator. If you wanted to get 100 mil divided by 500K an hour. That's the best money maker. It would still take you 200 hours to even have the money to egg hunt. Like it just doesn't make sense. Like the game, it's like so expensive time wise to even give yourself the opportunity to play the game.
I mean, to be honest, sometimes like I respect the MMO like grind, and respect the grinders.
Hmm.
But if somebody swipes, I would not blame them. I would not blame them, bro.
Yeah, I've made it. Like I probably I probably spend $100 a month on the game.
I
Um,
mean, like, what are you gonna? Well, you're having fun. What are you gonna do? Like, oh, you want to egg hunt? Go do like five like gym runs on your characters and 5 hours for like 2 million. Like, fuck
mhm.
off.
Yeah, no. The game needs some kind of like either stuff needs to be cheaper to do, which like I mean, dittos are already like dirt cheap
Yeah,
because like the people like who are making money from them aren't making that much money, so the dittos are cheap as fuck. So like the game just needs more ways to make money, in my opinion, like and more money.
yeah. And to know how much worthless like 2 mil and a half
Yeah,
is,
yeah, it doesn't mean shit.
the the male Rattata shiny with like shit IVs is like 2 mil and a half.
Yeah,
That's how much worth it is.
yeah, like the shinies that like everybody in the world has gotten like a tentacruel is like 1.5 mil. So it's like like it's just not worth it. Nobody wants to buy a tentacruel unless it's for breeding, but nobody wants to buy like a female tentacruel because fucking
I feel like we ranted so much about the money making in this game, but
Mm.
yeah, it's the gameplay of the game.
Yeah, I mean that's the main part of PokeMMO because anything you want to do in PokeMMO is going to cost you money.
Yeah,
And
a
then,
lot of people stop shunting because of money. Like
mhm,
you have like 300 mil, and you're like, okay, I will go to shunt and just shunt and focus on shunting, and then you get addicted to shunting, right? And then you reach a low point, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to make money.
yeah,
Uh,
I have decided like I found like a little bit of a way to like because some people on my team have told me that what they do is they grind the event season and then the event season usually like pays for their hunts for the rest of the year. But
yeah, that's gonna
that depends how much you're grinding in the event season and how much you're like spending on hunting.
yeah. That's gonna be my strat, I think.
Yeah, I have like another strat that I had. It's just like buying RP before event season, and then I'm gonna sell it during event season. Hopefully, a good vanity comes out. So
And make alt.
yeah, to do the
Specifically, I think everyone should make like Kanto alt or Johto alt
why a Kanto one.
because it's like three like there is a guide how to do it. It's like 4 hours,
Oh, okay, yeah,
three
yeah.
hours, 3 hours to finish.
But what
But
are the
you,
benefits from having like a Kanto wall?
I think it's like an easy region like
Okay,
to navigate
yeah, true enough.
for the event and
Oh yeah, I guess for the event, right? Because you can do the event in any region.
yeah,
Yeah, it's actually a good idea.
the swarms and
Yeah.
maybe maybe we change the subject. I think we ranted so much about the
Yeah, yeah, we definitely went down a rabbit hole there about money making in the game, but one thing I didn't really like, we didn't really touch on too much was like your content and like what type of content you make. Most of your content is just like heavily focused on editing, right? Like not too much of it is like crazy gameplay or like I guess my kind of content is like my kind of content mostly comes from like personality, I guess, and yours is more like edits and like memes and stuff like that.
yeah. I try to like uh how do I say it? Like if like like my last video, like it had a certain like vibe or feeling.
Hmm.
It was like intentional for the teammates that are still in the shiny war, like they are competing for
Yeah.
the first place.
I hope they win it, man. I like if there's ever a
Yeah,
team that I've wanted to see win it is them. Mainly because like just the guys I've seen have been like grinding like crazy.
yeah. So a lot of like videos, I try to think like, what do I want to make the viewers feel like?
Hmm.
And this one had even like the song was specifically like picked for it.
Hmm.
And thankfully, I did not get a copyright strike. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's from Devil May Cry too.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have any plans for like videos coming out soon? Like, are you working on anything right now?
Not right now, but yeah, I have.
You got some plans. You got some plans that you're gonna cook up.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I'm excited. It's always a good day when you see a barrels video in your sub feed.
It's funny because you know how I started making videos? Like I was like shunting, like every day.
Hmm.
And I was browsing YouTube and I got this video was like, so you remember like 2022 or like 2021 where like, well, 2021 was like when you went to YouTube. Like there is nothing about PokeMMO. Like there
Yeah.
is some videos, but like the information like was crazy, bro.
Hmm.
Like I remember, well, I started in 2019, right? And back then there was nothing. Like the guides were only in like global chat. Global chat was like your only guide.
Hmm. And that was the cesspool of
It was so hard, bro. It was so the game was harder back then.
yeah.
Because so like 2019 passed, I think I quit the game back then and then came back at 2021 and still the content creation like is still absent, right? Funny after that like it's like it was like 2 months and Pat started like posting videos
Hmm.
of guides and he popped the fuck off.
Hmm.
So many players watched them. And to be honest, I think Pat was a bit was revolutionary in Pokemon moves
I think
content
I think
creation.
so too. I think like right now, Pat's probably the only one who's doing it consistently enough for long enough. I know,
Yeah,
like even if you go to like if you go and look at the streamers, not even on like the YouTube side of things, there's very few streamers that have been streaming PokeMMO consistently. Because a lot of us, like myself included, take like huge breaks, and then like you when you come back, you pretty much have to start from new again because of
you
this.
lose. Yeah,
Yeah.
you lose the relevancy. You lose the views. You lose. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, like,
Uh,
because I played last summer and I was streaming like half decently over there, and then I stopped playing for like a year. And when I came back, it kind of felt like I was just like starting over again. And like all of my viewers that I had back then, like, aren't the same ones now.
yeah, it happens. It happened a little bit to me. Like it took me like between recaps. Like I slowed down my upload cadence.
Hmm.
My views went the fuck down. Well, I'm not the kind that cares so much about views, but it's like no noticeable, right?
Yeah,
It's like see it. Like this video used to get like 3,000 views and now it's barely getting to 500. And you see it's like the algorithm, it works like that. You need
yeah,
relevance.
yeah. This is my first time actually really giving YouTube a shot. Was like starting this year, like starting with the podcast, and then like I've been trying to upload twice a week, and I've been
Hmm.
going on. I think it's 2 months now, or 1 month of doing twice a week, and like it's tough to just like keep up with that and like always try and think of something to do. So,
Yeah. Especially if you work like if you work for
but
and
yeah,
you try to do YouTube and you try to stream, it's like a little bit so much.
hmm I mean, even right now, like I'm not working right now, but like today, for example, I've spent after this podcast, it'll be 6 hours of like doing stuff like that. So like if I was working right now, I'd have like an 8 hour work day and then come home and do 6 hours more of like streaming and recording and editing and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So for me, I had like a like last August, this August, not last. I had like a tight schedule of working. Like I would come home like every evening tired.
mhm.
And it was like impossible to edit. Like there is no focus. There is no yeah. There's no like motivation. You
Yeah.
just wanna
Yeah,
sit
oh, and you
and
have to be in the mood, right? Like, if you wanna make good content, you can't just force yourself to do it. You have to be in, like, the right mood and the right headspace to, like, wanna be creative and shit like that.
you want to make the good video.
Yeah.
Going back to camera more content creation, I think 2022 was pretty much just Petrovsky posting guides.
Mhm.
I think it wasn't until 2023 when we started seeing other people.
Yeah,
Like for
there's some other guides that I'll see out there, like, now I'm seeing Cav, I'm seeing Jinx Taboon,
yeah,
um, Epoch is doing, like, his own, like, sniping, like, guides and, like, money
yeah,
making guides and stuff like that.
Epoch is the goat, bro.
I agree. I'm excited to get him on one day.
Young Cabbage,
Yeah,
like
yeah. Cabbage is the reason why I'm doing this podcast right now.
yeah, I really like him.
Yeah, like
So
right now. My favorite PokeMMO YouTuber is one that nobody fucking watches, and it drives me insane. I
I
talk.
think
I ranted about it last week, but Flockin.
oh, I like Falcon.
Yeah, like every time a Flockin video hits, I'm like, hell yeah, we get to see more progression in his shiny only challenge, and like,
Yeah, dude, he like finished Unova. I was like, okay, like I left him. I think he had a secret Boldor
mhm.
or Darmanitan. No, the Darmanitan. Yeah, he had a secret Darmanitan, and then I checked on him not too long ago, and he had finished like Unova.
Yeah, and now
Like,
he's
bro,
already starting Johto. If he can do it in every region, that would be so insane. Like I know he won't be able to do it in every region on one account, but if he goes back and finishes like the one account that he did on like and he does it on a different account he's able to finish all 5 regions shiny only, I think that would just be insane.
yeah, I think that's a cool achievement.
Yeah.
Uh, so like in 2023, we started seeing like a bit more like other creators, and there was this guy like I forgot who he was badly because he's the reason I started making videos,
Oh really?
and he posted like a PokeMMO Slender, right, video,
Okay.
which I did, which like if you watched my videos,
Yeah, I was looking through your videos and it seemed
those
like a
ones.
Pokemon Slander video too, so
Those were like he was the inspiration behind it.
okay.
And when I made it, like my teammates loved it so much. And then actually, like I did not plan to post like more videos,
Yeah. That's how it
right?
starts, right? Like you just post
It,
one and then like you see the reactions and you're like, "Oh yeah, I got to make more of this."
it was like a one-time video, but like my teammates loved it so much, right? And they kept asking for another. I was like, okay, you want another? There it is. And then it just started spiraling from that. And then the idea of recaps, I think, recap video isn't actually my original idea. I think it was Fungus actually who did it first, who is in my team too.
Okay, yeah, yeah, Fong is the goat, the unknown
Yeah.
hunter.
But he did like a recap for like Safari, I think. But
Oh
he
yeah, and had the
didn't
Rumel voiceover.
he didn't do like a monthly recap. He did like a yearly recap.
Hmm.
So it was like you had to wait a year, and I was like, we could do like a month recap. It was an idea in hand, and so I just did it. I thought it was cool, like for people to get like their deserved attention for their
Hmm.
shiny. Like imagine you get like, for example, we have teammates who got shiny Shedinja, right?
Hmm.
You think like shiny Shedinja is like so like crazy to get, and I feel like if you give him like a video edit for him or something like an artwork or the form of like appreciation,
Hmm.
I think it makes people more motivated for it.
Yeah, and want to stick
To
around and like stick around in the community and stuff like that.
And I had people come to me and they said like they're only shiny hunting rares just to be in the video,
That's crazy.
which is awesome. I mean, like the only reason why I put rares, like not just rares, but semi rares like Staryu or something,
Hmm.
it's to avoid like, for example, my team gets like this month, last month we got like 300 Chinese a month.
Yeah,
Like imagine doing a recap and then having to like cover all 300 Chinese, bro.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
That's crazy. And even then, like we had months like where we got like a 20-year air, and that was a long video, bro.
Yeah.
That was
Right. We are
like
we're coming up to an hour already. I'm gonna end the podcast here. Do you have anything you want to shout out, like your YouTube channel, anything else?
well, I think my YouTube channel is known to people, I
Yeah.
guess. Like at least the ones that watch you, I
Yeah,
think.
definitely go check out Barrel's last video.
Barrel.
It was what, the August, July monthly recap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
July.
yeah. Go check out Barrel's last July monthly recap. Definitely go sub to him. Um, are you doing anything else? Is it like there's no streams in the plan, like in plans or anything like that?
I streamed sometimes, but like it's the no cam, no voice type
Yeah,
of stream. We just we call it the classic Mr. Stream.
yeah.
A lot of
All right, man.
a lot of
Well, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you coming on and yapping with me about money
the
making, just like
modern things.
PokeMMO in general.